Hey everybody! Okay, I made it. I had to charge my phone. So, just wanted to do a quick video. I'm a bit rusty on doing these videos because I've been on holiday, and then for those of you that might notice, actually had a whole month of not going on social media. So, no Facebook, no Instagram, and it was actually really good. And I did a blog post yesterday, I think it was, just saying, I don't really go into too much detail, I guess, but I was just saying how it's so good to have a break. And obviously I want you guys, don't take a break, watch the Facebooks, but I think it's really important to go into the news feeds and like have a revamp and think about what you really want to have coming up in your news feed, or if you even want a news feed, if you just don't want to go and have a look at different pages that you're interested in, because I think the whole Facebook thing can get overwhelming. Hey Danielle, how are you going? Wow, you're amazing. You're doing so many cool things. So I thought today I would just do a video to show you what the ones I use, the different lunch boxes, and I'll show you, look, basically the setup here, it's all over the place, but I'm going to show you what, like, that is the typical, I think this is sort of what I would give Dom in a day, so I'm going to put that in a lunchbox so that then you can see how that looks in different lunch boxes. And I've got the different kinds of yum boxes, and I've got the a lunchbox Senko, which is the 5 one I'll show you. I've got the Planet Box one, and this is one that's a smaller one, and then I've just got a couple of other ones that I can also show you. So if you've got any questions, I'll try to see them. Sometimes it's weird and the questions don't come up till after, but if you have a question about any of the lunch boxes, just let me know. So I thought I can start with the one that I think is probably overall works out the best. It's not because my favorite is another one, but based on what Dominic likes and what fits in more with what is more normal and not making such a big deal, because already a lot of the times if you're doing more real food, the kids are going to get questioned about what's in the food. So I think just if you can minimize how different the lunch box is as well, that can be good. I mean, the best thing is if another kid has the same lunch box. And I'm obviously just a newbie at the whole school thing. We only just barely survived 2 terms of it without me getting chucked out of the school. So I think, you know, I'm learning a lot as I go along too. But hey Natalie, do sandwiches stay fresh until lunchtime? Well, we don't really do sandwiches, even though I'm going to go and talk about, that's totally cool. I just don't use sandwiches, but I do use wraps. And I'll come back to the question. Shelley, yeah, the Planet Box is my favorite by far. I love the Planet Box. But like I say, that's a reason. Dominic, I just packed it for him today, and he's like, I don't want it, don't give me that one. And I'll tell you a few things about what he doesn't like about it, but I love that lunchbox. It's a bit, you know, obviously got to think about what they want, unfortunately. Oh, you'll be sending, I'm seeing so many kids. Oh, send them to my page. Oh, thanks, Danielle. Man, I think I need to I've got these contacts in. Seriously, I cannot really read from here. Anyway, that's why I have to put my face right up close. Sorry, when I'm reading the questions. Okay, so this is the one I'm just saying, it's called a lunch box. I'll put the names up afterwards. It's a, not box, it's lunch bot, like a robot. And this is the Cinco, so C-I-N-C-O, 5 compartment one. And it's pretty lightweight. I've got, oh, I'll leave my paper. This one weighs, it's like the Planet Box weighs about twice as much as all the other lunch boxes, just generally. So this one is way lighter. It's more even like a plastic one, because I guess it's just a bit thinner. So the positive is that it's really easy for the kids. Look, they just get it, they've got the lid. Okay, and I'll get to the, you slip it underneath, you can eat it easily. It looks more like a lot of other kids' lunch boxes. And like I say, lightweight, so it's not weighing too much for them. It takes a lot. It's definitely as big as the Planet Box, and it almost seems like it can fit more in. I've gone and left my page with the how deep it is, but I'll show you when I put the food in, and I'll put a note in the comments as well so you can come back and look. Negatives for this one would be that there's actually daylight in between the compartments, so it's not leak proof at all, right? Basically, even if you put olives, then that will just leak through. So, but you can combat that. Obviously, you can get little containers. You can get the cheaper containers, like these are little plastic steamer ones. You can get the ones that come with it, which these are great. They come with it. These lunchbox ones. Or you can get them to come with it. They're relatively expensive, about $30 for 3 of them, like $10 each. So, you know, you might prefer to. Another thing people do is they use like silicone muffin things that you would bake the muffins in, and use that in the lunchbox. So I wouldn't say that wouldn't put me off getting it. It's just to note that. And then the other negative is that, you know, but this is common with a lot of lunchboxes, but the lid is separate. And Dominic was just at the Conscious Kids this week, and sure enough, you know, he left one of these behind, but luckily we got it the next day. It was lying around in the trees. So I guess that is a pain. That would be really annoying to spend money on this. Now this one is, but this is a lot cheaper than the Planet Box. This one I've written down, you can get it from, I get them from Biome, and basically I'll put the link, but domskitchen.co.nz/lunch. If you go there, they've got the Biome link. If you do buy anything through there, it costs you the same amount, but we get a small commission, which helps with running the blog. So this one they've got there at the moment is, what did I write it down? Oh, 55 Australian, which is around about the same New Zealand at the moment. So that is just generally the lunchbox that I am using the most. Then the one that I do love the best, but it is very expensive and all, is this Planet Box. So, and not cleaned that well, Dom had it today. So I just love it because there's the rounder corners, so it's super easy to clean versus, oh, that was another negative of just this one here, things tend to get stuck in the corners and everything, but it's pretty much good because you can put it in the dishwasher, it comes up pretty well. But this one is just easy to wipe clean by hand, comes up really well, except not today when I haven't, just really quickly did it. So the thing about it, it's deceptive because it looks like it's shallow and it looks like there's not much room, but you see the thing is that the top lid is hollowed out, so that's why you can stack stuff up here so it's quite kind of high, and then you put that down, you see the lid is like that. So it comes when you buy it with sticker, oh yeah, I'm pretty sure you can choose the stickers. I've ended up, you know, we had the stickers originally, but they were just a little bit of a hassle because they do actually stay. I just left them on. They're all right, but if you think your kid is going to get really annoyed because they lose a sticker, maybe just never show them the stickers in the first place. On the other hand, if you think having the fun stickers, because you can get all sorts like dogs, horses, you know, dinosaurs, if you think that's going to encourage them, they are better than hopeless. You know, they do stick on and they're fine. So good thing the lid in this one is attached, but and I've found no problem with that clasp. It's really easy on and off. Dominic could operate that when he was, I think he was using this lunchbox when he was 2. And that's the thing, this lunchbox, it's you know, cleans up to just being absolutely like new, perfectly fine after a good 3 years of being used. What else is good about, well, just, you know, it's easy to make the food look good, obviously. That's why I like it for taking pictures in it. I'll show you in a minute, like literally you make the lunchbox in a minute and it always looks good. And people maybe think, oh, that's kind of really fancy, it took a long time. No, it's just this lunchbox because nothing's, you know, swimming around it. It just makes it look nice and packed full. And it comes with a really good bag, which I love. But like I say, what Dominic didn't like when he was little is when he was sitting on the table at the preschool was that he felt, you know, he'd tell me, but the teachers said it wasn't really a big deal, but that when that opened up would take up like twice as much space as the other kids. So he felt self-conscious about it evidently because he'd tell me it takes up too much room, even though, you know, like the teacher said it's fine. And it's quite heavy, so by the time you've filled it up and then put the ice brick, and this one I think weighs something like 700 grams compared to the other ones are 300, 400, so it's definitely heavier. I mean, I think that's just because, you know, it's really solid construction. So main con for most people is that this one is, currently retails with the whole pack actually. So to be fair, I think it's more like 80, but they only sell it at Biome in a pack with the bag and the ice brick and 2 small containers. So it's a bit unfair to just compare it to that Lunchbox Senko because it's more expensive, but the way they sell this, it comes with the whole pack. Like I say, you get this, and then you also they give you one of these containers. These are good containers, but they come with a rubber ring in them, which always gets lost, and obviously everyone loses them because they sell them separately. And this lid often gets jammed, like if you've got any liquid, it gets suctioned on, so that's not a great thing. And but I mean, having said that, we've used them heaps and heaps, and I think sometimes Dom just had to ask to get them taken off by the teacher. And then this one I've found better though. It's a U conserve with a K, conserve with a K. So this one, yeah, I think these are better. I've only just started using this. But this is the one that comes with the Planet box, and like I say, pretty much totally fine, just had that issue sometimes with the suctioning. On the other hand, this little one that comes with the Planet box, now maybe they've improved the design, but this one was definitely hopeless. Like all the time, that would just get jammed on to the point that I couldn't even really take it off. But these are the 2 you get free. I just all the time, and it fits in fine. You can buy these Lunchbox ones, and the Lunchbox are the ones, that come with this, they go with the set. These ones are way better, and since you buy them separately, that's just what I used in the Planet box. So if you were going to get a Planet box, I would definitely not buy extras of their little version. I would get the Lunchbox one. Just on the subject of these little containers, when I was in the UK recently, I found these U conserve ones, and they are really good. So a little bit bigger, and the lid, it's got a lip there, so it's easier to take off. So that's the one I would recommend, and U conserve, that one with a K. So that's, yeah, this would be my favourite one based on how it presents the food and how the food doesn't. Oh, one thing important though is that this is not sold as leak proof, right? Because even though, like, if you're looking after it and if you're taking your child to school in a daycare and you're sort of handling it, not because as everyone's telling me, when the kids get older, kicking the bag around and everything. So if you were like sort of handling it, things don't really move that much, but definitely if it gets turned upside down, like you wouldn't be putting yogurt just in these containers normally. I have with Dom a lot because when I was taking it to him, but I don't anymore. The way it's set up for is that you put yogurt in that one, and then you put it in there like that. So you see, you can have these. That's how you can put them. You can put the 2 containers if you want, or like I say, just use smaller plastic containers. Yeah, so I'll show you the bag that comes in a minute, but those are my top 2 picks. If you've got a smaller child, and this is really economical, this is like 37, again, lasts really well, same issues, it's not leak proof, but this is the Lunchbox quad. So I see lots of little kids like to use that one, but again, Lunchbox lid could get lost easily. It's hard to find the perfect lunchbox, obviously. So, oh, now I realise that, wait a minute, I'll just get these out of the dishwasher. Sorry. So, with the Yum Box, these are definitely cool, and they are leak proof, and they are fairly lightweight, and they don't break the bank. So if you don't mind plastic, then these are cool. They really tick so many boxes, and you come in different colours, definitely look very similar to what the other kids will be having. It's pretty much just a cool lunchbox. But the food does not stay as cold, it doesn't stay as fresh. I really, from everything I've read, do try and not use so much plastic. So that's the con of this, is just that it is plastic. So, hey Wendy, what are you checking out? Gonna get a lunchbox. Hey you guys, if you've got any questions, just let me know, and I can't see any questions right now. Sorry if you've been asking them, but that's the thing. But if you are asking them, I'll get to them later. So this one is called the Yum Box Original, and if you can see, it's got just the 4 compartments with that small one. And the Lunchbox Panino, which, sorry because I forgot that they're in the dishwasher. The Panino, you see it has extra sections. Oh, sorry, this is the original. I'm getting it around the wrong way. The original has even more sections. So this is the original with lots of different sections. And, you know, so you can put that in the dishwasher for both of them, but you can't put this in the dishwasher. Or at least I did a couple of times, but you really shouldn't, because the rubber inserts that make it leak proof will get warped. So I love these lunch boxes, and now these are, you know, Dominic's favorites. This is what he wants. So I did at the end of last year, like, use these ones a lot. Just like I say, when I use the stainless steel, I totally notice that the food stays fresher. Like if you use avocados or banana or anything like that, it doesn't go brown half as, you know, when I use that and do it in the morning, it doesn't even go brown. Whereas these ones, you know, things go brown, things don't stay as fresh. But on the other hand, really good price point. These ones, $40 Australian, I think, and and the Lunchbox Queen sells them here in New Zealand as well, so that's another place to get them from. You can put yogurt in here and it will seal and it won't leak. So yeah, some people, now I actually quite like all the small bits, the small container bits. Even for Dom, like, who would eat quite a lot, I find that quite handy because I can push it all close together. But if you're doing sandwiches and so forth, you would want to use this one, I'm sure, the Panino, because you get, in that one, you get the whole space there for putting in a sandwich. And if I'm being picky, I mean, this new one, I like to get this insert because this one, you know, tells you to put in grain and dairy and things like that, which we don't really have so much of. So, and there's another one called a Yumbox snack box, which is smaller. I haven't had one of those. And there's a Yumbox tapas, which is a bit bigger. But I really think, yeah, if just for something easy, the lid closes easily for the kids, lightweight, fun. These are really good. Oh, hey. I'm doing a lunchbox thing. My leg is so dirty. Dominic's been at Conscious Kids. You want to say hi? You want to do some? You want to show us some? Or, yeah, you can be just in time to show them one that you really like, which I do not like. But it's just because it's plastic. I mean, and, well, not just because of that. So this is a Sistema one. And you've probably seen it. Lots of kids do have these.
It's because it has 2 levels.
Yeah. Go get your stove, and then you can come back. Dominic, go and get a stove. Get a stove.
Next thing I'm going to show you is...
Wait a minute.
Open.
Wait a minute. You cannot see. Stand here. Stand here.
Okay, I'm going to show you again what this can do.
Okay, you show them. Open the lunchbox. So, this is the Sistema ones that you might see, and yeah, good price point, but again, it's plastic, and I just find it annoying because in the bottom here, you can't fit a brick, and by the time if you put in a brick of, you know, ice pack there, then there's just an irritating space available where you can put, I don't know, I can never really make it work, and I don't love it, but I have, you know, Dominic, you like this one, don't you? So, let's see.
Irritating space in the bottom doesn't matter because the top compartments can fit in this stuff too.
Yeah. Hey, no, that's a frozen strawberry. I'm going to show them how to we put the things in. I was just going to show you guys. Look, so those. Have I got another one? Oh, I mean, look, a lot of people like to not cut up the apple. You know, when I first started, I was like, why would we want to cut everything up? But I think you can make the food a bit more appetizing to the children when you do cut it up. But if you're somebody who prefers not to do that, you know, this kind of a lunchbox as well with the really big compartments, and you can actually fit those small apples and oranges in there whole. So that's called a good bin, B-Y-N, good bin. Hey, Camney. Oh, sorry, Erin, I missed it. What's that? Really, I'm standing to one that's bigger than a Cinco. I was thinking, oh, not big enough. Is that for you or your children? I think they have, oh, No, I don't know. I'll just have a look for you though after on, do you know the Biome site? If you go to domskitchen.co.nz and /lunch, and then you can look up Lunchboxes. They have a really good selection there of stainless. I'll just quickly see. Oh, here we go, stainless steel lunchbox. I think that the Senko would be one of the biggest. Okay, Dom, just stand back so we can show how we pack this one. We'll do this one first, then we can change it after.
Can we do the plastic ones after?
Yes, we can do this.
Because they're my favourite.
I know, I already told them that.
I like this one, I like this one, and this one, and this one.
Yeah, I know. Dominic likes the plastic ones. Right.
The one I like the most is this one because I'm in Tongariro and Tongariro is blue.
Alright, so I can show you guys. Do you want to pack your own lunchbox? But pack it quickly because I'm showing them how you can do it fast. Alright, what are you putting in there?
Strawberries.
Okay, you're going to
Some meat.
Okay, you're going to put it all in?
Yep. Oh.
Oh guys, see, it was a dinner plate's worth, if you're wondering how much. So that's one dinner plate's worth of food. And Dominic is putting it in here. So that's just leftovers.
Can I have a spoon?
A spoon, what do you need that for? Oh, that, yeah, okay. I don't touch it. There, Dominic, I'll get a spoon, garage. Okay, hey. Okay, so that's.
Can we use this? I've got a spoon, Mum.
I'll shove these over here.
Okay. Gonna get some sauce.
Oh, where are you going to put the sauce? We need to put that in a container. Yeah?
Yep.
Right. Okay, you put that in a container. So that's like some sort of homemade experimental tomato sauce.
Is it made from tomatoes?
Yeah, I did use tomatoes, but I also put some beetroot or something in there. Okay,
No, I'm just gonna...
so shove that in the...
Where's the lid?
There, okay. So that goes in there. Wait, we're going to do the rest of the...
I've seen if it fits.
Okay, it does. Yep, alright.
Oopsie.
Okay.
But Mummy, this one you can't even fit this thing in.
No, I'm not, I know. Okay, put the tomatoes in. Let's go.
Is that why it's cold? Because you don't have enough room for the freezer. So is that why it's cold?
I've just got it out of the freezer. Here, let's go. Put those in there. Okay, last one. Let's put these in here.
No,
Olives in there.
I hate those.
Do you? Since
Since
this year, obviously.
No, for my health.
Right, okay. Normally, I do cook the broccoli. I didn't have time. I usually blanch it, but lots of people do, obviously, give their children raw broccoli.
Okay.
So, there you go, right? That was like, if I do that, that was like a plate full of food, and that's what ends up in the planet box.
Can I show them the top of the planet box? Can I show them?
Oh, yeah. Well, like I say, yeah, he eats a lot of vegetables, but we did go through a list because I was doing what
Here we are. Here's the top of the planet box.
Okay, so that's good, isn't it? Do you want to open it up and show them again?
Yeah.
Different. Okay, you open.
Can we show them the tomato sauce when it's in a container?
Okay. So that was the plate of food. Just because sometimes people can't really tell how much food is in this, and some people think it's too much food, some people think it's not enough. I mean, that would be Dom's lunch. Okay. Put it here. Look at your fingers. Oh my goodness, you need a bath. Right. So, no, I don't want you to have another strawberry. Now, what was I going to show you? Oh, okay. Well, the thing what I normally do, because Dom just has to have a separate thing for morning tea. So that's his lunch, and generally would eat most of it, but
Sneaky snack.
they have a thing called a sneaky snack, you know, obviously lots
It's because the big kids don't have it.
Okay.
We're not allowed to let them know.
Okay. Right. So, in this...
Only Miss Holly's class.
Alright.
Only Miss Holly's class and Miss Babbitt's class get to have it.
Ah. Right, good to know. So, you know, this is just a Sistema click-clacky thing, and that's what I use for the sneaky snack thing, and that one is usually not something that needs to be cold, so I use, I give them something like these seaweed, Or I make my own kumara chips, but lately I was a bit lazy, so I just do these proper crisps. Or I was saying I don't usually like do these kind of things, but in my new relaxed, trying to be more easy on myself, this is a brand I found, like the series brands. I'll tell you guys in another post the best crackers from in New Zealand and get my friend from Australia to have a look, but these ones, all there is in here is rice and water and sea salt. So when you go and look, there's a shocking number of ingredients in most of them. So these are a brand of rice crackers that I was using. And then I might give him, wait a minute, these are just some of the more snacky things that I usually put in the sneaky snacks, so it doesn't matter about them keeping cold, like pork crackling, Canterbury biltong, or the biltong sticks, and then otherwise just fruit. But I actually would prefer not to just give just fruit and morning tea, because I just think it's just, you know, it's just quite a lot of hey, you've eaten them all. Exactly, like just if Dominic could only eat fruit all day, you probably would, wouldn't you? So look, so that's basically to show you. Now what I should do quickly is show you how this fits in. Dom, how can we show them how the strawberries fit now that you've eaten them? Hey guys, if you...
What can we do?
Dom, I've got some more. Right, stand up. Okay, hey, just a quick thing. There's blueberries, strawberries and mixed ones, and I was really glad to find these. I mean, obviously we don't need them now. Because we've got fresh strawberries, but it's just before I was away for the summer and went to the UK, and I had bought these.
Goodbye.
And these are new. Okay, bye. The reason I was excited to find these is they're made in New Zealand, because a lot of the yeah, he's right, Germany. Hey, a lot of them, when you look at these frozen berries and vegetables, they are made. They're from China. Which I just prefer to get things in New Zealand. So this brand. Well, wait, John. We're going to show them how to quickly. I'll just do it just quickly to show them how. Okay, I'm just going to show you guys what this would look like in this other. I'll pick it quickly. Okay. To show you what it looks like in the other, in this box. And you know, I think you can see how that's how quick. Oh, I'm getting low on battery. Okay, so there I've just packed it into that box instead. So that's the same food, except there's a bit less because it hasn't got all the strawberries. So, and it hasn't got
Mummy,
the...
you need to show them this one, it's different.
I will, yeah.
It's like small.
Okay, come around. So, sorry guys if it just cuts off, it's because I'm getting low on my battery. But I just wanted to show you, this is the Yum Box Panino packed with the same food, but it hasn't got as much room.
And it's waterproof.
Yeah, well, leak proof. That's what it is, yeah.
So no water can leak from it.
Yeah, that's right. So if you want quickly...
So nothing can get to any side, so nothing can spread to different compartments.
Okay, I'm just quickly doing this because I'm just doing it to make it fast. But
Hey, check out that pea.
sorry guys, just quickly doing this so that you guys can see. Okay. Now. Okay, so if you have it in that other one that's got more gas.
Let's show them the roof. We haven't showed them the roof.
Okay, that's the roof. I'm not sure why they need to see the roof.
I want to show them how it shuts.
And they can look at your lovely fingernails. Oh my goodness. Right. So, yeah, there you go. That's the same food, but bearing in mind that I haven't got that container for the dipping, right? But you could shove things around and you could put the dip in there. So,
Can I please eat from this one?
No, you cannot. Stop eating all the strawberries. Alright, I wanted to show you quickly. The Lunchbox Queen has some really good bags. They're this brand Wildkin, I think it is. And, you know, insulated with a little pocket there, and they've got a zip you can put stuff on there. So I really find those ones are cool with a little handle, and that's what, if I was using, we do it with all, Dominic, no more. I can't eat. Right, so all of the lunch boxes, oh sorry, not maybe the Planet box. Does that fit in? Let's quickly have a look. Where has it gone? I only use the Planet Box usually in the one it comes in. I don't think it fit. No, it doesn't fit in there. So a lot of them will fit in this one. And I would just put the Yum Box and then the freezer brick, or other times I just use the smaller, like this kind of, this sort of thing. But this is much better, but obviously then it's heavier.
Mummy!
What?
Dinosaur lunchbox.
I've got the dinosaur lunchbox. Okay, and then it's the same thing, Dom. It's just, so this is a different brand. We got it in the UK when we went for Christmas. So it's Tyrell Cats. It doesn't have a front pocket, but cool dinosaur one. So this is the kind of thing.
And it's my favourite, and dinosaurs I like.
Yeah, dinosaurs you like. So, Dominic, you're right. This is a useful lunchbox. Bag. If you get, it's the Good Bin insulated one. So I'm just saying, if you saw it or you had a chance to pick it up, it is actually quite roomy and useful, and you can use it to put the brick. It's just everything's in there together, like it's just one folder, but it's easy for the kids to open. It's got a little handle, so that's the Good Bin folder one. So that's supposed to be for this one. And then okay, so the deluxe model of them all is this Planet Box one, and they've now got a new version of this. So it comes, with a carry handle. It's got a front pocket where you can put fruit or whatever you want, or you can put this in the front there, in the front pocket. And you can put a drink go there, but I usually just would put, say, an apple in there if I was going to. And then
just have a nice time. Bye, everybody.
I can't see you down there. You want to say bye up here?
Bye.
Okay. And so
Hello. Bye. Hello. Bye. Hello.
Wait a minute. Okay. That's
Bye. Hello. Bye. Hello. Shh. Can we? What else does the dinosaur thing have?
Wait, I'm just going to show. Okay, this is the Planet Box one. And it, in like that, and you've got your ice pack goes in. So the only thing is,
Mummy, I do not call this a pocket. I call this my secret pocket.
So by the time you fill the Planet Box up, put the ice brick in, it's, I guess if it weighs 700, it's probably like a kilo. Like, it's definitely weighty, and yeah, that one's not very good. I did bring it out here to show.
love it.
Oh, okay. All right. Dominic apparently loves this lunchbox one. I think it is good for the kids to be able to open and close, but it's got this rounded top, so it doesn't fit into the lunchboxes. Okay. Right. So, guys, I think that's pretty much it. Sorry, I haven't got I haven't got one of his drink bottles, but if you're looking, the one that I recommend is the stainless steel one called Clean Canteen. It's with a K, Clean, and Canteen with a K. And that one you can get by him as well. There's another really good insulated bag called the So Young bag, and there's this.
Where's my stainless steel drink bottle?
We must have left it at school. So, Kids Conserve, Clean Canteen for the drink bottle, and I have this for a thermos. Obviously we're not needing this right now, it's summer, but that's a good thermos to get. It doesn't keep the food super, super hot, so I don't send chicken in that, but...
Mum,
yeah.
what about the ones that come with the spoon?
What about the spoon? This, you're trying to show them this?
The food that comes
Oh yeah, that's right. I did buy another thermos in the UK, that's... So,
show them that, it's okay, and I love it. This is my favourite food.
okay, in there in the cupboard. I just bought a thermos brand one. Okay, so pretty much in summary, the ones I recommend is the Planet Box and the Lunchbox, but they are more expensive, they aren't so normal, and so if you're just getting started and you want to just use something that's going to be, the kids will most likely love it, and you think, you know what, I can just try and cut down on plastics elsewhere and you just be practical, then you've got the Yum Box. And Yum Box Panino and Yum Box Original take the same amount of food, but...
Talk about this thermos.
Yeah, okay. I bought a thermos brand one. This was...
And it comes with a spoon.
Right, yeah.
Because it folds up. So
we
and
have...
I want to show them how it goes in.
Okay. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So we'll try and do something that's a blog post that you can actually look up and summarize this, and I'll put some of the names up. But I must say that having a bento lunchbox for me just makes it really easy to go from leftovers, just literally like you saw, it's so easy, it takes 2 minutes and the food looks generally presentable. It's hard to do that in small containers, and I think it does matter a little bit what the food looks like to make it more appetizing for the children. And when you haven't got a bento one and you're using leftovers, you end up having a lot of different containers. So that's why I just really highly recommend getting a bento style. But oh, one other thing is, like, there's ones on Amazon and that I've seen called Easy Lunchbox, and they sort of look disposable, but you can use them. And I don't know where I've put mine right now, but they're just basically plastic, and they do last for ages. Like, obviously don't put them in the dishwasher, and they literally, it's like $10 American. So you can go right to the $100, but you can also get things that are really cheap. And I know the steamer plastic ones, there's lots of different versions of the steamer ones in New Zealand, Australia, and they'll work fine. So, thank you.
Hey, show me the steamer one, show me it.
Wait, I've got, don't.
It's the steamer one.
Dominic, it's this one is, for example, one of the steamer ones, but there's the others that are flat. I wrote down the name, but now I've lost where I put it. And last thing that I think actually helps out is these kind of reusable containers. This one's a Kai carrier, so instead of just always having those pouches. So hopefully that's been helpful. I don't know if you had questions more, but if you do, you can write them in now and I'll get to them afterwards. Thanks a lot, guys. See you.